What is happening? I think the stream's coming through. What do we got? We got like a 6-second delay or thereabouts. Connection looks good. I thought I would make this video for the HEXicans while we wait patiently, as delayed gratification taught us. Well, it taught me. From the beginning of Hex, if we understood the mechanism of the T-share and how longer pays better, larger pays better over instant gratification. So someone who staked on a rolling stake weekly, monthly, yearly even, not so much yearly, the 15-year stake would crush is algorithmically, mathematically coded in to the contract to outperform. Bigger pays better, larger pays better. Just said it. The interesting thing I thought of today, I thought, do I look at the foreign exchange market? Do I look at options, derivatives? Do I get bored and chase the shiny thing? Because when you look at this economy, there is something seriously broken if we're having all the economic pains in the world, like inflation. Inflation is the devil at the moment. We're having historical one-day turnarounds, opening, saying how good something is, then in direct conflict, how bad it is, then the market selling off sharply, and then it being bought back up with a historic one-day turnaround. I don't know if you missed it yesterday, the Dow was up 800 points. That's pretty impressive. Stocks staged a massive comeback Thursday with the Dow Jones Industrial surging 1,500 points. So what's coming up? Well, we've got the midterm elections in the US. So if you are in government, you're probably not going to want to have a crumbling economy leading in to your elections. I think there was a statement that came out from Biden that said, if you vote for the Republicans, you're going to get inflation. So maybe that's some signaling there. Maybe the plunge protection team just got put into overdrive to just prove that I don't think the economy is really going to fail. What's going to replace the US dollar? Is anything really going to replace it? Is there anything viable in place for it? I can't see any. The economy does not look good, but nothing's replacing the US fiat dollar anytime soon. We do have this, I guess, the Bank of England insisting that their bond program it'll end. We promise we won't stop flooding the market with cheap money and using the SDRs to purchase up, bonds, basically, propping up our pension hedge funds. But yeah, we promise we'll stop that, because as soon as we do that, the government will crash because people will lose faith in the economy or something along the lines of that. So that is one thing to watch out for, whether or not they do actually stop, because one would argue when that stops, the reverse will kick in for that particular economy. It's almost like heavily signaled. It's like penciled in, literally. If you could imagine a graph being penciled. Yeah, the economy, man. There's something up with the economy. Who knows what we're going to get today? Who knows? Maybe it'll all return to the mean over time. I don't know. I guess we also see the Red Cross wanting to visit, a certain area in Ukraine. It's not very often you'll see Red Cross vans being blown up, so that might be a good thing. Maybe to ease tensions in those particular areas. Again, that's probably one main thing that could kick off, and that could affect economies further. Now, going back to the hex and delayed gratification. So what would you do if someone said, you know, in, I don't know, 2 years you get $500,000 in your currency? That sounds pretty good, right? What would you do in the meantime? Would you try and prepare for that mentally? Would you carry on as normal? I don't know. It's just something to think about, because as I said before, when I was looking at the economy and what could I play with, I decided to have a look at the testnet instead. That's performing pretty well. So you've got Pulse chain being built on top of not BSC now, but not built on top, I guess, copied, being built on top of Ethereum 2.0. So then the burn functions, pretty sure I heard this somewhere, that the burn functions on top of Ethereum are causing, you know, Ethereum to become deflationary. The same functions that exist on Pulse chain are then going to be placed on top of that. So I'm not sure if it's going to burn even faster. And I just can't wait to see the price in 2 years' time once Pulse chain actually drops. And that's without chasing any other sacrifices. I'm still confused as to what a lot of the sacrifices were for. I mean, not to shit on other projects at all, but I just don't understand why, if you have something like Hex in place and then you're going to get a copy of it and then you're going to have Pulse chain built on top of that, I guess you can expect some things to emerge, and the argument is you need to emerge before some scam comes along. But what would be the main play? Dilute Hex going into the fork, or obtain something that's going to get forked over, or obtain, okay, say a stable coin or something, and hope that you can ratio trade. If people missed out on Pulse chain, maybe they're going to be chasing some stables to swap over. I don't know, but what is the best play long term with delayed gratification? I'm pretty sure the answer is Hex. I mean, I could be wrong, but the logo on my hat glowing seems to indicate otherwise. Yeah, that's just my thoughts. Now, the mind over matter thing. Now, I saw this, and I swear to God I can do this. I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon. You have a look at it, man. You place the weights there, have someone hold it. I just need those. I'm not sure if I got those weights. Because I'm looking at this, man, and I'm like, I reckon I can do that. I reckon I could, man. Maybe get a longer one, yeah? But let's have a look. You remember when things seemed impossible and then it's done, it becomes possible? Let's have a look, eh? Let's play the audio. Hang on, I'll get rid. I swear to God, I could do it. Shit. That's pretty savage. That's pretty savage. No, I was just kidding in the Twitter, man. I hope no one goes out and does that and breaks their shin trying. If I do it, I will film it. And you'll probably see me injure myself severely. But nah, honestly, I reckon that's possible. And think about it, people. Like, what is the best play going into the fork? Hold what? If you're going to hold something, what would be the best thing to hold? What produces more of itself while you wait? Encouraging delayed gratification. I don't know. Maybe it's something that provides a pretty decent yield, and then once it gets a copy of itself, you get more T-shares, you can chase the T-shares. And then you have the deflationary mechanisms built on top of an exchange with limit orders. You provide one-sided liquidity. It's gonna be like a money box. It's just gonna, like, you've seen that video where they're pumping out US fiat. It's gonna be like that, but pumping out cryptocurrency, and that cryptocurrency you can change for fiat. So I'm not sure if we've all got the patience, if we can wait, but I can wait. And in the meantime, maybe train to break a baseball bat with a machine. Alright, signing out.